Have you ever walked into your own home and felt a strange heaviness that you couldn't explain? Everything appears normal on the outside. The furniture is in its place, the family members are going about their daily routines, and yet something feels off. Perhaps conversations feel tense, even when nobody is arguing. Perhaps you notice that family members spend more time isolated from one another, each lost in their own world. Or maybe you find yourself feeling emotionally drained the moment you step through the front door, despite deeply loving the people who live there. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many people believe that a home is simply a physical structure made of walls, rooms, and possessions. But according to the deeper spiritual wisdom taught by Paramahansa Yogananda, a home is much more than that. It is a living field of energy, constantly shaped by the thoughts, emotions, words, and actions of everyone who lives within it. Every moment of kindness leaves an invisible blessing. Every expression of gratitude adds light to the atmosphere. Yet every unresolved hurt, every angry word, every fearful thought can also leave an energetic imprint. Over time, these vibrations accumulate and create what we may call the spiritual frequency of a home. This frequency quietly influences the mood, relationships, and emotional well-being of every family member, often without anyone realizing it. The beautiful truth is that just as a room can be filled with darkness, it can also be filled with light. Just as energy can become heavy, it can become peaceful and uplifting again. In today's video, we will explore how the spiritual atmosphere of your home is created, why family energy sometimes becomes unbalanced, and most importantly, how timeless spiritual principles can help transform your home into a sanctuary of peace, harmony, love, and divine presence. Most people believe that family problems begin with disagreements, misunderstandings, or difficult personalities. They think the source of conflict is something visible, an argument at the dinner table, a harsh word spoken in frustration, or a recurring disagreement that never seems to get resolved. But what if these visible problems are only symptoms of something much deeper? Imagine a beautiful garden where the flowers are slowly losing their color. An inexperienced gardener may focus only on the flowers themselves, trying to fix what is visible. But a wise gardener knows that the real issue often lies beneath the surface, hidden within the roots. In the same way, many of the tensions that arise within a family are not caused by a single event. They are the result of an invisible emotional atmosphere that has been building for months or even years. Every worry that is never expressed, every hurt that remains unhealed, every resentment that is quietly carried in the heart contributes to this atmosphere. Over time, these emotions become part of the energy of the home itself. Family members may begin to feel restless without understanding why. Small misunderstandings suddenly trigger strong emotional reactions. Loving people become impatient with one another. Silence feels uncomfortable, and genuine connection becomes rare. The tragedy is that many families become so accustomed to this emotional heaviness that they start to believe it is normal. They assume that stress, distance, and tension are simply unavoidable parts of family life. Yet spiritual wisdom teaches something very different. It reminds us that harmony is our natural state. Peace is not something we must create from nothing, it is something we must uncover beneath layers of accumulated negativity. The hidden problem is not that there is too little love within most families. Often, there is plenty of love. The hidden problem is that fear, stress, and unconscious emotional habits have begun to block the natural flow of that love. Once we understand this truth, the journey toward healing can finally begin. To understand why the energy of a home becomes heavy, we must first understand a simple spiritual truth: every human being is constantly radiating energy. Whether we realize it or not, our thoughts, emotions, attitudes, and expectations influence the environment around us. Think about a time when you entered a room where someone was angry. Even before a word was spoken, you could probably feel the tension. On the other hand, have you ever met someone whose calm presence instantly made you feel relaxed and safe? This happens because emotions carry energy. Modern psychology calls this emotional contagion. Spiritual traditions have taught the same principle for centuries. Paramahansa Yogananda often emphasized that thoughts are living forces. They do not simply remain inside the mind, they radiate outward and affect others. When family members repeatedly focus on fear, criticism, worry, or negativity, those vibrations gradually become part of the home's atmosphere. Without realizing it, everyone begins responding to this accumulated energy. A child may become anxious. A spouse may become distant. Conversations may become defensive. Yet no one understands the deeper cause. The environment itself has been shaped by repeated emotional patterns. The opposite is also true. When family members cultivate gratitude, compassion, patience, and prayer, those vibrations begin transforming the atmosphere. This is why sacred places often feel peaceful. Years of meditation, devotion, and sincere spiritual practice leave an energetic imprint. The good news is that your home can become such a place. Every loving word contributes to its healing. Every moment of forgiveness raises its vibration. Every act of kindness becomes a spiritual investment in the emotional well-being of everyone who lives there. The atmosphere of a home is never fixed. It is constantly being shaped by the consciousness of the people within it. Many people quietly wonder why family relationships can be so challenging. If love exists between family members, why do the deepest wounds often come from those closest to us? Spiritual teachings offer a profound perspective. They suggest that families are not random collections of individuals. Instead, they are sacred classrooms where souls come together to learn important lessons. According to the law of karma, every relationship presents opportunities for growth, healing, and self-discovery. Karma should never be viewed as punishment. It is a process through which the soul learns wisdom. Sometimes we are born into families that mirror our strengths. Other times, we are born into families that reveal our weaknesses. A parent may teach patience. A sibling may teach forgiveness. A difficult family dynamic may reveal emotional patterns that have remained hidden for years. Often these patterns are passed from one generation to the next. Fear becomes inherited. Anger becomes inherited. Emotional distance becomes inherited. Family members may repeat the same behaviors without realizing where they originated. This is why certain conflicts seem to appear again and again, even when everyone genuinely wants peace. The cycle continues until someone becomes conscious enough to break it. Spiritual awakening often begins when one person decides to stop reacting unconsciously. Instead of responding with anger, they choose understanding. Instead of blaming others, they begin examining their own inner patterns. This does not mean accepting unhealthy behavior. It means recognizing that true transformation begins within. When one family member develops greater awareness, their healing influences the entire family system. Like a single candle illuminating a dark room, one awakened heart can begin changing the energy of an entire household. That is the hidden power of karma. It does not merely reveal our lessons, it also gives us the opportunity to transcend them. How can you tell whether the spiritual frequency of your home needs healing? The signs are often subtle at first. Perhaps family members rarely spend meaningful time together. Conversations feel rushed, mechanical, or emotionally distant. Small disagreements quickly become major conflicts. People become defensive even when no criticism was intended. There may be a constant feeling of tension, as though everyone is walking on eggshells. Even moments of peace seem temporary because stress quickly returns. These are often signs that the energetic atmosphere of the home has become burdened by unresolved emotions. Consider a simple real-life example. Imagine a father who constantly worries about financial problems. He never expresses those fears openly, but he carries them everywhere. His anxiety affects his mood. His mood influences his interactions with his spouse and children. The children sense the tension and become anxious themselves. Over time, the entire household begins operating from a place of stress, even though nobody intended to create it. Now imagine another family facing similar challenges. They are not perfect, but they make time for gratitude, open communication, and moments of shared silence. They consciously choose kindness, especially during difficult times. As a result, their home feels different. Guests notice the warmth. Family members feel emotionally safe. Challenges still arise, but they do not dominate the atmosphere. The difference is not the absence of problems. The difference is the quality of energy that surrounds those problems. Every family creates a spiritual environment, whether consciously or unconsciously. The signs you observe in daily life often reveal the state of that environment. By becoming aware of these signs, we take the first step toward creating a home that supports emotional healing, spiritual growth, and genuine connection. When we discover that the energy of our home has become heavy, it is natural to wonder where to begin. Many people immediately focus on changing others. They wish family members would become more understanding, more patient, or more cooperative. Yet spiritual wisdom teaches that lasting change rarely begins with someone else. It begins within ourselves. Paramahansa Yogananda often emphasized that peace must first be established in our own consciousness before it can radiate outward. This means that one of the most powerful ways to heal your home is to heal your own inner state. Start each day with a few moments of silence. Before engaging with the demands of life, connect with your deeper self through prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection. Throughout the day, become aware of the energy you are contributing to your environment. Are your words uplifting or discouraging? Are your thoughts creating harmony or tension? Small daily choices have enormous spiritual consequences. Practice speaking gently, especially when emotions are high. Learn to listen without immediately judging or defending yourself. Offer appreciation more often than criticism. Create simple rituals that invite positive energy into your home. It could be a family prayer before meals, a few moments of gratitude before bedtime, or calming spiritual music played in the background. Most importantly, learn the art of blessing. Silently send loving thoughts to every member of your family, even during moments of disagreement. Visualize your home filled with light, peace, and divine protection. These practices may seem simple, but they gradually transform the atmosphere of a home. Healing is rarely dramatic. It often occurs through countless small acts of awareness, kindness, and spiritual intention. Over time, these acts create a new frequency that naturally uplifts everyone around you. The deepest spiritual lesson is that your home is far more than a place where you sleep, eat, and spend your time. It is a sacred environment where souls come together to evolve. Every relationship within your home is an opportunity for spiritual growth. Every challenge contains a hidden lesson. Every interaction becomes a chance to express higher qualities such as patience, compassion, understanding, and unconditional love. When we view family life through this spiritual lens, everything begins to change. We stop asking, "Why is this person making my life difficult?" and start asking, "What is this experience teaching my soul?" This shift in perspective transforms ordinary family struggles into opportunities for awakening. The people who test our patience may be helping us develop greater wisdom. The people who challenge our expectations may be teaching us acceptance. The people who trigger our emotions may be revealing areas within ourselves that still need healing. Yogananda taught that true happiness originates from within and cannot be dependent upon external circumstances. When we connect with that inner source of peace, we become less reactive and more loving. Gradually, our presence itself becomes a blessing to others. Like a calm lake reflecting the beauty of the sky, an awakened person reflects divine peace into their surroundings. The remarkable truth is that a single person who sincerely practices inner harmony can influence an entire household. Spiritual transformation does not require perfection. It requires sincerity. Every moment of awareness raises the vibration of your home. Every act of forgiveness strengthens its foundation. Every prayer fills it with light. And as this process continues, the home becomes more than a physical dwelling. It becomes a sanctuary where love grows, souls awaken, and the presence of the divine is quietly felt in everyday life. As we come to the end of this spiritual reflection, I invite you to pause for just a moment and gently turn your attention inward. Think about the energy that exists within your own home right now. Not the furniture, not the walls, not the possessions, but the invisible atmosphere that surrounds you and your loved ones every day. What emotions are being shared most often? What thoughts are being repeated? What kind of vibration are you contributing through your words, actions, and presence? Remember, every home carries a frequency, and each family member plays a role in creating it. The beautiful truth is that no matter what your home feels like today, positive transformation is always possible. A single act of kindness can begin changing the atmosphere. A single moment of forgiveness can start healing old wounds. A single person choosing peace over reaction can influence an entire household. Never underestimate the power of your own spiritual growth. The peace you cultivate within yourself today may become the blessing that uplifts your family tomorrow. Before you leave, I would love to hear from you. Take a moment and share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of this message resonated most deeply with your heart? Have you ever noticed how the energy of a home affects the emotions and relationships of those living within it? And most importantly, what is one simple step you will take today to bring more peace, harmony, and spiritual light into your home? Your experiences may inspire and encourage others on their own journey. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing this message with someone who may need it. Together, we can continue exploring timeless spiritual wisdom that helps us live with greater peace, purpose, and divine connection. And one more thing, I would love to know what topic you would like to hear about next. What spiritual question, family challenge, karmic mystery, or Yogananda-inspired teaching would you like us to explore in a future video? Let me know in the comments, because your suggestions help shape the journey of this channel. Until we meet again, may your heart be peaceful, your home be filled with divine harmony, and your soul remain connected to the infinite light of God. Jai Guru Dev.